One day, this vast world will come to an end. Every life, every creature, from the tiniest insect to the mightiest beast, from mankind to supernatural beings like jinn and demons, will all perish. The cycle of life will stop forever. The sun, which has been rising and setting since the beginning of time, will lose its light. The moon, which has illuminated the night sky for ages, will shatter into pieces. The stars will fall like scattered pearls, and the entire universe will tremble. The earth, which once stood firm, will crack open. The mountains, which were thought to be unshakable, will fly away like pieces of cotton in the wind. The oceans will burst forth, flooding the lands, and fire will consume everything. The sky, which has remained above us as a protective canopy, will be torn apart. All human achievements, cities, buildings, bridges, monuments will crumble into dust. The technology, wealth, and power that people once took pride in will become meaningless. On that terrifying day, no human, no animal, no living creature will survive. The voices of laughter and sorrow will be silenced forever. The entire creation will be wiped out. Only Allah, the Almighty, the Eternal, will remain. He is the first, and He will be the last. After the end of the world, when every soul has perished, there will come a time when Allah the Almighty will command the resurrection. With His infinite power, He will breathe life into every dead being once again. People who had turned into dust will rise from their graves. The bones that had decayed and vanished will be reassembled. The animals, birds, insects, every living thing will come back to life. This will be a day unlike any other, the day of judgment, Qiyamah. Every human being, from Adam, AS, to the last person on earth, will be gathered in one vast, endless plain. There will be no shade, no shelter. The sun will be brought close, burning overhead, making people sweat in fear and anxiety. Some people's sweat will reach their ankles, some to their knees, some to their chests, and for some it will drown them entirely. On that day there will be no status, no nationality, no wealth, no power. Kings and beggars, rich and poor, powerful and weak, all will stand as equals before Allah. The only thing that will matter is one's deeds. It is mentioned in the Hadith Sharif that no person will be able to move a single foot in the field of judgment until he answers 5 questions. How did you spend your life? How did you spend your youth? How did you earn and how did you spend it? What did you use your knowledge and conscience for? Did you worship your Lord? On that day, no one will be given the opportunity to lie. Every person's record of deeds will be opened before him, where all his deeds will be recorded. By looking at that diary with his own eyes, everyone will understand what good deeds he has done and what bad. Countless angels will be present on the field of judgment. They will present the account of the deeds of every creature by the command of Allah the Almighty. On that day, people will be divided into 2 groups based on their own deeds, those of paradise and those of hell. This person did not give charity despite having a lot of money, and he used the money to get drunk, so he will go to hell today. He committed adultery with a girl. He was always involved in bad deeds, so he is in hell today. The girl committed adultery with another man despite having her own husband, so she is in hell. In Islam, interest and bribery are forbidden, so he is also in hell for engaging in forbidden deeds. They denied anyone other than Allah as their Lord. Worshipped idols, so he is in hell. The punishment of hell is terrible and indescribable. The flame of fire there will be such that it will never be extinguished. Every person in hell will regret his actions deeply. but then there will be no more opportunity for repentance. This person stood by the people and gave charity to them, so he will go to paradise. He earned money in a lawful way and prayed and fasted, so he will go to paradise. This person cared for the helpless people and benefited people, so he is in paradise. He spent his life according to the words of the Quran and Hadith, so he is in paradise today. This person was beaten by people while teaching the knowledge of the Quran, so he is in paradise today. Paradise is a place where there is no suffering or pain. The happiness, peace, joy, and enjoyment of paradise are eternal. For the people of paradise, there will be rivers, fruits, a pleasant environment, and the infinite mercy of Allah. They will live there in happiness forever. On the day of judgment, every person will be accountable to Allah for every deed of his life. We should think about how we are spending our lives. Heaven or hell, it will depend on our deeds and Allah's mercy. Therefore, we should, in this temporary life, follow the instructions of Allah, avoid sins, and live a righteous life. May Allah grant us all the tawfiq to become residents of heaven.